What is going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to another episode of NAS100 analysis today. And we're going to be picking up from where we left off yesterday in regards to the analysis that we did. Okay, there was a couple of things that I said, and let's see how it's kind of moving in terms of what overall market is doing right now. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to talk about the trade that I put in yesterday. So it was a pending sell order. It got triggered, right? So we had a little bit of profit during the day today, right? And then now we're in the negative, so we're in the red right now, okay? And where I've put my stop for this particular trade is I've put it covering these wicks over here, right? So if it goes above those wicks over there, I'll be out of a trade. So let me just put this little zone right here to say, hey, this is where I'm at, right? So this is where my stop is, right? And I think price is going to come to this zone, and then it's going to make a decision if it's going to come back down or if it's going to continue going upwards, right? Now I don't see price pushing up any further, going up any further. I'll show you what I mean in a bit, because there is a level that if it breaks, then basically we have an uptrend, like a literal proper uptrend. I'm just going to jump into the 4 hour real quick, and then I'll show you what I mean. Wait, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so price would need to break this high over here in order for me to consider this an uptrend. And like I said, overall fundamentals on the US market at the moment is a strong dollar, right? So a strong dollar basically means that the NAS, S&P 500, US 30, they are all going to be in a downtrend because the dollar is strong, right? And today we had news as well. So that was the flash PMI, and that also was positive numbers in regards to the dollar, right? And what we had was, when the news broke, price kind of flew down, then went back up again. So this is it right here. I'll show you. So this is it right here. So price flew down, and then now it's pushing up. So this wick over here, right? And you can tell by the time at the bottom, right, the one I'm moving right now, that this candle is the 2 o'clock or the 2 p.m. candle, and the news came out at 2:30. So this is the exact candle that we're looking at right now, right? As a matter of fact, I'll go into the 30-minute and then I'll show you. Okay, so this is it right here. Yep, so this is this candle right here. Okay, so price shot all the way up on the release of the news, and then it came all the way down. Then obviously we got 3 straight bullish moves to the upside, okay, right? And then it's gone into a form of consolidation, and now it's pushing up, and my sell is right here. So I'm triggered and I'm in the red right now, right? Such is life, right? Now, in my opinion, okay, and once again, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice, okay? So this is the move that I currently have at the moment, and I'm very comfortable with it, which is, this is where my stop loss is sitting at the moment, because I'm expecting, should price push all the way up, there's a good chance it's going to come up here and then begin to pull back down again, right? That's what I think is going to happen. I don't think it's going to go past this point, and if it does, obviously I've just lost, and it's just one of those things that happens, and I'll just have to reassess the whole situation, which is something I'm happy to do, because this is the sport that I've willingly gone into, right? And I've taken the time to learn it, and it's something that is what we do, right? So if it goes up, it's going to be bad for me, but you know what, we get it on the next one. But I strongly believe, okay, that at this level right here, at this zone right here, price is going to start to break down and begin to push to the downside. Now it may come down to this zone right here, or it may go even further than that zone, right? It may even go even further, right? Or it could just hover around at this level, okay? So for example, this is the current trend that price is currently sticking to, right? So this trend line that I've drawn, I'm going to make it a little bit thicker for you guys so it really pops out. This trend line is what price is currently sticking to at the moment, right? So I'm just going to draw this all the way into this zone right here, okay? And then this move that we got going on over here, okay, I'm going to say that this is going to be an ascending wedge, right? It looks like it's going to be an ascending wedge. So I'm just going to draw a little situation right here like so, right? And then, so long as I have not been stopped out, I can track the movements of what is going on in this current zone as price continues to push up. And this over here is a zone. So if I go into an hour, we're going to see what kind of zone this is. Okay, so this over here is a zone, right? But it doesn't necessarily have to obey this zone. But this zone up here is something that we have to pay a lot of attention to, because what it does here is going to be important if it's going to continue to push up or if it's going to start to break down, right? So as it stands, if you have a buy in the market at the moment, okay, you are doing well for now. All right, so well done to you, and make sure that you protect those gains that you've gained at the moment by bringing in a trailing stop. And once again, not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor. Please make sure you do your homework before you do anything in the markets, because just by me telling you to bring in a trailing stop, you could get stopped out with small profits, get upset, and turn around and say it's my fault. It's not my fault. You're the one that pushed the buttons. It was not me. I'm far away from you, right? So it's super important that I say that. Now, in all of this moves that we're seeing right now, okay, the higher it goes up, so long as it hasn't gone past the key level that I talked about earlier, okay, which is, I'm just going to go all the way back and grab it, right, which is this zone over here. So long as it hasn't gone past this level over here, okay, the drop to the downside, so the drop to the downside is going to be looking very healthy for us. Like literally, there's going to be so many pips in there, it's going to be crazy. I mean, not crazy in the sense of crazy, but it's going to be crazy in the sense of there's a lot of pips that we're going to be collecting, right? Because the higher up it goes, the further it has to fall, and this is all in line of a major drop that is coming, right? So if I just zoom out quickly, so if I just zoom out, I'm just going to show you exactly what I mean, right? Because I'm still biased towards sells, right? I am in no way, shape calling this bullish, and I'm not taking bullish positions. And if I do take a bullish position, it's going to be for it's going to be for the short term, right? In the long term, I'm selling. I'm selling until further notice. If it goes past this level, right? If it goes past this level over here, and that will be a zone of 13,648.37. If it goes past that level, closes above this level, then we can consider it an uptrend, wait for the pullback, and enjoy the ride to the upside. The good old days of when the NAS was just going one way to the moon, until this whole craziness happened, and now we literally have to trade properly. Before, it was so easy to trade the NAS, like literally it was just plug and play. Like you couldn't get it wrong. You could not get it wrong. Everyone was doing one thing, buying. Only the guys that really didn't know what they were doing were selling when the whole thing was a bull run. Now, we all have to work. We all literally have to earn our lunch, right? We all have to learn. And doing all this trading in these types of zones with all this stuff going, all these things going around, it's not fun at all. But however, it does sharpen the skills. So we have to take the good with the bad. So with all of that covered, my awesome people, okay, I want to thank you for coming over, watching another episode of Pips and Points, okay. In regards to educational, right, the blog post that I've put out, which is going to be in a chat, right, it's going to be a pinned comment, is worth you reading those books. Like, I kid you not, there's only so much you gain from watching videos. You have to read these books. Not the books, well, I'm recommending the books that have really helped me, which is the ones in the chat, i.e. in the blog, in the chat, right? But however, you have to make sure you're hitting the books, right? You have to make sure you're doing that. And so that will be my word to you, because this stuff, you can do it. It is something that is really worth learning, right? and this thing can sustain you for a very, very long time. And remember, once you know how the game is played, you can actually teach it to other people, your loved ones, right? The actual game as you know it, because you're actually doing it, you can teach it to them, and they will then get the financial freedom that they're after. So you really want to learn this and not look at this as a get-rich-quick scheme. You're going to go in there, you're going to take all your wages or wherever you got your money, you're going to wait for the news to come out, you're going to make a big bank, and then that's it. But you don't really know how you did what you did. You don't know how you achieved those results. So it's more or less like luck, which is cool because instant gratification is nice. But however, you kind of want to know how you do this, because there are people that actually know how you actually do this properly, and that's information you want. You want that more than the money, in all fairness. You want that information. So like I say, the books are there. These are the ones that I've read. They've worked wonders for me in terms of my overall understanding. Well written, easy to understand. It's all in there. Go in there and pick them up, read it, tuck it aside, and then get the next one and the next one and the next one and the next one until you have a very good understanding, providing you need that level of help, because there's only so much you can get from videos, right? So that's that rant done. So with all of that covered, my awesome people from all around the world, I want to thank you for coming over. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, which will be very, very soon. So for now, this is Pips and Points signing out.